guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you are new, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So it's time for another Tarot Journal with Me video. Let's grab our journals and open up to our next space or a fresh sheet. And when you are starting, I suggest writing today's date on your page. I personally find this really helpful when I come back to review my journaling because it helps me remember what was going on in my life at the time that I did the journaling. So I journal multiple times on different tarot cards because stuff changes. So if you want, you can take a note of some of the things going on in your life right here, right now, especially if you've got things going on that have big feels associated with it or big decisions that are happening. Put it on the page. You will be so happy when you come back later and you can review it and see what's been going on. So let's take a look at today's card. Today's card is the Five of Pentacles. Now, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann for this video because I really love the imagery and especially the notes that she's written about the cards. This deck resonates with me and I hope you'll find it inspiring for your journaling today. But if you have your own favorite deck, feel free to pause the video, pull out your version of today's card, or you can even take a look online, see if you can find a different deck that resonates with you. So, are we ready? Let's get started. I'd like to start by showing you the card and telling you what meanings Chris Ann has assigned to the card. She sticks pretty close to the traditional meanings, but she has a little bit of a modern take on it that I love. Pulls it out of that whole medieval meanings thing. She offers two sets of meanings to the card that corresponds whether the card is upright or whether it's reversed. And I'm going to read them both to you because I use both sets when I'm tarot journaling. I think there's a lot of insight into that method. For the upright, or what she calls the light seer meanings, she gives us financial or health difficulties, feeling left out or ostracized, worrying about your security, asking for help when you need it, a chance to clear energy blockages around wealth and health. Now for the reversed or upside down card, what she calls the shadow seer meanings, she gives us a scarcity mindset, feeling helpless, victimhood, inability to move ahead, fear and isolation, resistance to positivity, and a light at the end of the tunnel. So now that we have a tiny bit of insight into the meaning of the card itself, let's start with 3 general questions that I like to use to get my intuitive side up and running. Number 1, what stands out to you about this card? Are there colors or images or symbols or even themes that are striking you? Go ahead and write those down. Number 2, what feelings or emotions come up for you when you see this card? And number 3, how does this card relate to your life right now? I find that this is a really big place where we can rely on our intuition. We know how this resonates with us, or if it doesn't, write it all down. I think it's important for us to be able to come back and see later what it is that is standing out to us. So I'm going to put these questions next to the card so you can refer to them while you're journaling. And by the way, you don't have to journal for anyone else to read. So journal however you want. You know, you want full sentences, bullet points, you want to draw a picture, whatever works for you is great. I'm going to give us about 3 minutes to work on this part of our tarot journaling. So here we go. So now we've got some notes written down about the general things coming up for us when we see this card. And if you've got bells going off telling you that something you noted needs more time journaling, you're welcome to go for it. Remember, this journaling is for you. So however you choose to journal or whatever you choose to journal about is exactly what you're supposed to be journaling about right now. Trust yourself. You can pause the video or make a note of it to come back to it later. Now, when I'm studying tarot cards, I like to find different questions that can take me deeper into journaling about how the cards show up in my life and just see what comes up from a more detailed exploration. So there are a few questions that I've come up with that I'm going to share with you. You're welcome to dig into one of them or all of them in this session of journaling, or you can go back and keep journaling on what came up to you in the general questions. You can even journal about something that's unrelated to the card, although I would argue that if it's come up now, it's related somehow. The questions that I've chosen to share for this card are: where in your life are you overlooking opportunities? Do you feel out in the cold or left out? About what? What fears or worries would you most like to let go of? And what would happen if you open the door of possibility and opportunity? Again, I'm going to put these questions next to the cards so you can refer to them while you're journaling. And remember to trust yourself. Allow yourself to dig into it. You are going to be surprised at what you uncover here. I'm going to give us about 20 minutes to work on this part of our tarot journaling. So let's go. that went really fast for me. How about you? Was that enough time, or do we need more time? Now, of course, you can pause if you need more time, or you can even stick a pin in it, as they say, and come back to do more journaling later. But if you would like more time, and you'd like more time in the video itself, let me know by leaving a comment below, because I can add time. Now, when you're done, or when you think you're done, I have one more set of questions for you to consider writing about. Number 1, what did I learn about myself? Number 2, what advice came up, if any? Number 3, how do I feel about what I journaled? I think this is really insightful, and when we can write that down and refer to it later, it gives us more insight to add on to what we already know. And finally, are there any suggestions for what I should journal on next? Just taking a few quick notes about this can be really helpful for integrating any aha moments you may have had. And it also gives you a jumping off point for a whole new journaling session, which I'm a big fan of. That's it for today's Journal With Me session. I am so happy that you joined me, and thank you for that. I hope that you're finding this helpful. I'll be back in 7 to 10 days with another session with a new card for you. I'm working through the correspondences of the decans of the zodiac, so I spend a couple of days working on this and doing my own journaling to find out what those questions are, and just doing research, because I use this as a way to dig deeper into not just my own life, but the meanings of the cards, and use that in my readings with people. If you like this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you're notified when the next one is uploaded. I also do weekly tarot readings, and they are here, so go ahead and take a look at that. Those are also really great places for jumping off points for journaling sessions if you're really into journaling. If you know somebody who might find this type of content helpful, please share it with them. I appreciate anything that you can do to help me grow this channel. So thanks again for spending time tarot journaling with me. Take care and see you soon.